Conversate for a few.
Welcome to another episode of Conversate for a Few. I'm Jonna.
I'm Alan. This is not a podcast about classical music.
Absolutely is not. This is a podcast about hip hop. Somebody pissed me off, bro.
Talk to me.
And I know they didn't. And I don't even want to say it pissed me off because that's not right. Because I got respect for these people and I'm pretty fond of these dudes. So they didn't really piss me off.
But they gave a perspective you strongly disagree with.
There we go. So I'm gonna read you one of these takes. J. Cole bringing all his artists on stage that's not from North Carolina. Luke the only one. Man, this is wild. For real. Like, so the expert and then another friend of mine posted, and I'm not gonna read that one word for word, but their sentiment was Dreamville should be a 3-day festival, and on Friday, the first day of the festival, there should be a stage for only local artists or artists from North Carolina. Go ahead. You go ahead. Because if I start, I'm gonna talk for too damn long.
Yeah, so I disagree with both of them. I think I understand the sentiment that they're trying to say, which is their pro artists from their state, and particularly probably, I guess, from the city, right? So I get that. That's good. So you want a light from a big artist shine on local artists in your area. Boom, got that. But one of the things I think that one of the guys who made the comment about only bringing, only got one artist signed from NC or whatever.
From North Carolina, right?
From North Carolina. The fact that Cole, one, lives in Raleigh. He lives here. Mm-hmm. He has a house here. He's here a lot. That shines a light. See, just the presence of a major star being in the area indirectly shines a light on local artists in that area because it just brings a focus. Right. Him having a festival here brings people to the area, which indirectly also shines a light on onto artists. Now I understand they may want something directly. Now moving into the guy that says 3-day and 1 day should only be local artists. No, I don't agree with that. The stage should be for who the stage is for that fest, because people are paying their money to come see artists that they know of, that they love. They're not coming to see people that they don't even know. Now, what would have been better for him to say is maybe J. Cole could incorporate some type of, I don't even want to use the word, but just so you get to see them, like some type of talent show. Not at the festival, but you know how they have stuff going on throughout the week doing Dreamville. Like starting with Thursday, Friday. Maybe he could have like a Dreamville hostess local
showcase
talent, a showcase. Yeah.
A showcase.
That like on a Thursday.
You hitting the nail on the head.
That may be something dope that he can incorporate, and maybe he will. But I wouldn't say that, they need to be on that stage on one of those days. That don't even make sense.
No. That don't even make sense
for the artists that have already been on moving around doing their thing that he brings in, and it don't make sense for him as a person running the business, and it doesn't make sense for his constituent, all of his fans. So
there you go.
And you're supposed to, whether the artist he bring on stage or from his state or not, I'm supposed to bring on whoever I've signed. I got to give them light too.
That's right.
So you're supposed to bring them on stage. That's what you do.
I think this is my thing.
Everybody went from Queens. Everybody went from New York when they were all together.
That's right.
Young Buck got Game, you know what I mean?
Yeah. You gotta work the nation, man. You ain't working just North Carolina. Like It's talent all over the place,
Right.
And my thing was good.
No, I was just gonna say I think that's unfair when we try to pigeonhole artists to to our city. Oh, they should be doing this, they should be doing that. You know what I mean? No, he's free to sign whoever he want from wherever he want.
This is my thing, bro. This is how I kicked it to my man. I was like, look, ultimately, I can't tell no other man how to run his business. You
Right.
see what I mean? As his business. He started a recording business. He didn't start a North Carolina recording label. He started a record label. If you feel like a North Carolina record label should exist, then what in the fuck is you talking to me for? Start one. Why are you on Facebook talking about what another man should have done when all you had to do was create one?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody you sign can be from North Carolina, but you can't critique this man just because he's from a general area, the same general area as you, that he should have more artists from that particular area signed to his label. Why?
Right.
Why? Why?
And
You
right.
don't look
And
at Def Jam and say that. You don't look at TD, like when he brought up TDE and all that, talking about they got multiple artists from wherever. They also, they biggest artists ain't from there. They biggest artist is from New Jersey. You know what I mean? They biggest SZA is their biggest artist. She's from New Jersey.
mm-hmm.
They got your boy Isaiah Rashad. He's from Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So get out of here with that, bro. Like, that's just not how that goes, man. I'm not trying to hear that. It's business. It's business.
Right.
If that man wanted to sign everybody from North Carolina, he could do that. But if that ain't what his goal was when he started the label, then you can't dictate what that man's goal is supposed to be and how it should be.
Right.
You know what I mean? Be happy that man is from here and he bringing all that attention here. You see what I'm saying? He also asked me, he said I was sounding like Ebro. He said I was making up the same points as Ebro makes on the radio, right?
Oh man,
And I was like, that's because, yeah, he was trying to play me, but he can't play me because I know what I'm talking about. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was like, you know, if you asking this man to do charity,
That's what you. Yeah, that's a fact. That's what you asking. God damn it, you asking
that's
for
what you
charity.
asking for. That's what you asking for. And then he asked me, you know, because he saw that I talked to a whole bunch of artists and people that were involved with Dreamville, entrepreneurs and stuff over on Friday when I was at the Dreamville pop-up working.
Right.
Right.
Utilizing the light that has
realizing the opportunity.
Right.
Thank you. He asked me, well, how many NC artists did you mention to those people while you was talking to them? I was like, none. I didn't have to. All the artists that I would have mentioned was in the same space I was, working their ass off to take advantage of the opportunity that was provided for them by the festival being in the city. So I didn't have to mention it. When they were standing right there, I could see what they was doing. They were talking to the same people I was talking to. They didn't need my endorsement. They was outside endorsing themselves. They was working. They was putting themselves in the spotlight. And by doing so, they were putting themselves in a better opportunity, in a better space for next year when it rolled back around. Right. 5 years from now, one of them niggas gonna be on that stage.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's for. Right. It's not charity.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I also, like I told boy, I was like, look, man, you can't ask that man to build no stage for people that can't sell tickets.
Mm-hmm.
If they can't sell tickets, they ain't got no business being on no Dreamville stage. Period. Yeah. Maybe a showcase somewhere, but being on that stage is detrimental to the festival and it's detrimental to the artists, because when they get up there and don't nobody know they shit, they gonna look like a lump on the log. You know what I mean? A knot on the log. They're gonna look just as dumb standing up there. They're gonna look worse than Glorilla, because at least people knew her fucking song.
Right.
You know? So yeah, that was like, I couldn't believe what I was hearing, but then I can, because people are ungrateful. Mm-hmm. And I know they don't mean to be ungrateful. They don't wake up like, you know what, I'm gonna hate on some shit today. You see what I'm saying? They doing it out of love. Like you said, you understand where it's coming from. They doing it out of love for they section, they city. You see what I'm saying? The artists that they see grinding. I understand why the statements is coming like that. But the reality of the situation is that's not how business works. And you ask for something it's very childish to ask for in the way that you asking for it.
Right. And listen, you made a great point about when he asked, well, how many local artists that I mentioned? Listen, whoa. I ain't the local artist O'Reilly spokesperson. They ass should be out here in the mix. You ask any successful business person, they're going to tell you that one of the ways of being successful, you need to be there, present at season opportunities when they present themselves. Dreamville, we know, is coming every damn year. You don't have to guess about it. What are you producing? What merch do you have? Whatever do you have to get involved with when it comes around. To have yourself set up to be in place to promote yourself. So, and that's the thing. We
That's
have to
right.
just take responsibility for ourselves. Nobody. We have to get out of the mindset that we deserve some kind of handout or that somebody gonna do the leg work for us. Who did you mention? Nah, I shouldn't have to mention them because they should be right here next to me with their table.
That's right. That's
That's
right.
how it goes. I
And
mean, if you
yep,
really want
yep,
it like that, and if you think you
yep,
deserve it, and you think your talent is
yep.
good enough,
And I'm gonna speak to that. Like I said, the artists that I do think are good enough that I know, the ones that I think are good enough that I know, the ones that I think are talented enough that I know, I saw them some bitches everywhere this weekend working. Everywhere I look, I saw them. And and you can go back and look through their pictures. Shame Gang was out there. Dream London was out there. Like motherfuckers was
yeah,
outside. You hear me?
yeah,
This weekend, going to get it. And I ain't talking just the artists. I'm talking about the managers and the people that made move. Top Hat was out there. Kingpin was out there. Niggas was moving this weekend. They
yeah,
was doing their thing. I didn't have to mention nobody's name. Paradigm was everywhere.
right. And
You know
then,
what I mean?
yeah, yeah. I'm glad you mentioned that because that's so important. It's not always, and this is what I think artists sometimes themselves get caught up. It's not just about music. Relationship building is super important and it'll get you through a lot more doors than whatever hot song you think you got.
That's right. And
You
it took me
better
a long time to learn. I didn't learn that while I was artisting around like that.
right. But that relationships will get you a long way in the music business.
Yeah, in every business, in life,
And you
period.
can't,
That's right.
so
That's all. That's
that means when one of the biggest hip hop fests
hmm,
done by an actual artist is happening every year in your city, your ass should be out there, visible, interacting,
yep,
networking with people, not sitting at
yep.
home, hiding.
Nah, complaining, wishing it was different, wishing it was easier for you to take advantage of. It ain't gonna get easier for you to take advantage of. You make it easier to take advantage of.
Right. By the way, Moray is also from North Carolina,
That's a fact.
so he's
That's a
wrong on that
fact.
point too.
Did he sign Moray?
Yeah, he did. He was officially Dreamville.
Is he? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I thought he was officially Dreamville. I thought Moray was officially
Oh,
Dreamville.
that'd
I
been
could
fire.
I go back, but even if he wasn't, damn it, Mez is.
Come on with it. Come on with it. Like, come on, man. Come on, yo. Like, there's nothing to complain about, man. That man brought 100,000 people to Raleigh, North Carolina, from 50 different states, 23 different countries, 4 continents. You feel me? And they spent $7.8 million in Raleigh, North Carolina over a 3-day weekend. You know what
What
I
did
mean?
that
Don't
do
tell
for the
me,
whole? What did that do for local businesses in the area,
yeah,
local
that's
shopping
right.
centers, malls, restaurants, hotels, all of this stuff that
Yep,
he's infusing?
yep,
He's actually his fest pumps up the
that's
economy of
right.
Raleigh.
That's right, and it makes an artist more valuable when somebody from Kalamazoo, Michigan, look online and they was in Raleigh, and then they look online and see an artist from Raleigh. They familiar with Raleigh.
Right,
You see
right,
what I'm saying? It makes it easier for us to break through. You
right.
know,
We used to
and
say
if you were in art, go ahead.
no, no. I was just gonna say, it used to be in the day, like we don't even use this language really anymore. But putting your city on the map. Well, Dreamville put the
There
city
you
on the
go.
map, so now there's a focus. You know what I mean? People are looking.
That's right. That's
You're
right.
under a microscope now. So if he didn't do nothing else, he'd let people know where Raleigh is, and that there is a music scene in Raleigh.
That's a fact.
So if
And
I'm
he
an
could very
artist in
easily
Raleigh,
hit.
man, he gave me it for me. In my mind, that's an assist for me if I'm nice and I'm grinding.
Yeah. Yep. That's it. And he gave me the opportunity to get in front, to be out in the city that's full of people that aren't from here, and make them aware of me.
Right.
Now, when they go home, they're aware of me.
Yeah.
He gave
Bro,
them that opportunity.
yeah, listen, I'm so, and this borderline, some may say it would be borderline troll, but troll in a good way. Ain't nobody made an EP or a song yet, the home of Dreamville.
Yeah. Ain't nobody made. Somebody should be Mad Skills and Uncle Murder in the Dreamville weekend.
Right.
Doing a wrap up.
A Dreamville wrap up.
Nigga.
Artists. Dreamville wrap up. Because we could talk about how bad Lil Durk was.
Yo, that give you the opportunity to mention all the DJs that was in the city. That give you the opportunity to mention the venues. That give you the opportunity to mention the stars and tag them in it. To shoot a video. You can shoot nigga, B-roll, everything. You got it all right there for you.
Footage from the actual events in the fest and piece it together.
Don't know. I don't want to hear nobody holler at me about the opportunity they didn't get from Dreamville. I don't want to hear it. Because it's malarkey. It's tomfoolery.
It's tomfoolery.
Yeah, plum tomfoolery. I'm over it. That's still I'm done. That's all I needed to say. I just wanted to holler at you about that, bro. Because it got under my skin, and it's just like I wanted to hear your perspective on it, man. Yeah. But again, yo, anything that y'all hear that y'all feel like we could expand on and we could have a further conversation on, drop it in the comments, man, because we always got more to say. I mean, these are conversations. So, but yeah, let us know that if you want to hear us continue this conversation, and we'll give y'all an hour on it. But for now, man, just go to all the social medias, man, search Conversate for a Few. If we on there, follow us. If we ain't, don't. Go to YouTube and subscribe to Conversate for a Few. Hit that notification bell. We drop every Friday at 7 a.m. We probably gonna be dropping more. We working on it. Stay tuned for the limited edition TANG CLAN merch. I promise it's coming. I'm getting ready to go holler at my man right now. Like when I get off this call, I'm gonna go holler at my man and we gonna start making some shit cook. Right. So with that being said, yo, I'm Jonna.
I'm Alan. This was not a podcast about classical music.
Absolutely was not. This was a podcast about hip hop. Make room for the tag.
Conversate for a few.
Hustle. Welcome, man, they had to send me. Hustle from Raleigh, live from NC with your hosts, John and Alan. Relate to the two. You are now listening to Conversate for a Few. Check it on SoundCloud, debate with your crew. They talking hip hop from the late to the new. From July till June end. No Fridays for me. Tune in. Please listen to this podcast. 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 Please listen to this podcast.